Alright guys, so I want to start this video with saying this complete video is being shot on the Pixel 8 Pro. The only time any footage that you see will not be with the Pixel 8 Pro is when it's footage of the actual phone itself. I'm so blown away by the quality of the video on the Pixel 8 Pro. Now, I did try to do a video on this yesterday and I completely made a huge mistake, which I'll explain in this vlog, which again is all recorded on the Pixel 8 Pro. But I did want to go ahead and point out, right off the bat, everything you see, including this shot, is all done with the Pixel 8 Pro, and there has been no editing done to any of it. Alright, so I know that today's video is probably going to hurt some people's feelings, because yesterday I did a video kind of showcasing the vlog capabilities of the Pixel 8 Pro, and also kind of like combining it with the Pixel Watch 2. Now, there were so many comments on how bad the quality was, and that mistake is actually on me. I didn't realize that I was recording in HDR, which normally would not be a problem. But once you run HDR through Adobe Premiere Pro, which is what I use to edit, the footage just doesn't look anywhere near what it looks like on my phone. It did a lot of weird things with the colors. It made things look grainier than it actually looked, and it just was not a good representation of what this phone can actually do. So I wanted to reshoot the whole video to basically prove the point that I was trying to make yesterday, which was how great the quality is on the Pixel 8 Pro. And also the hack of having the Pixel Watch 2 kind of strapped to the phone, where I can use it as a viewfinder, but still take advantage of the rear camera on the Pixel 8 Pro, because obviously the rear camera is going to be much better than the front-facing camera, where the convenience of the front-facing camera is you have the whole display to use as a viewfinder. You just don't get as good a quality as you do on the rear. And then another thing that I wanted to point out too, and I'm going to show you here, right now I'm in a very busy traffic area, and we're actually near the water too, so there's the water coming in from one side, traffic coming from all sides, and it's just a noisy environment. But what I'm actually able to take advantage of is Google's new feature where I can get rid of all of these other sounds. The audio eraser feature is such a huge deal on here, especially if you're a vlogger. It really does sound like I'm wearing a lapel mic or using a shotgun mic that's focused in on my voice, because you're not hearing all of this stuff going on around me while I am hearing every bit of it. And that is extremely important while vlogging, because I feel like I can talk to you and you're going to hear every single little thing. And other vlogging cameras, if you don't have the right mic setups, it's really impossible to actually hear what somebody's saying. You're hearing birds, you're hearing traffic, you're hearing wind. Wind can destroy so many vlogs, and that's just not the case with this setup. I mean, the Pixel phone being able to just erase the wind and the birds and whatever else is going on is a huge deal, matching it with the quality of this camera. And I'm going to go ahead and right now switch it to the front-facing camera, where you can see the quality difference between the two. All right, so here's the quality of the front-facing camera. Now, it's not bad. It's just not anywhere near as good as the rear-facing camera. The rear camera is giving you a better sensor. It's just picking up things better. Now, this is sunlight coming into my face. We'll see how well it adjusts here. And I'll flip it here, so now the sun's behind me, and we'll see how well it kind of switches over here. This is where some cameras fall flat, but I think this is where Google's dynamic range and some of their AI stuff actually just switches over and picks up things pretty nicely. My face could have easily just been dark and we could have lost it there. But again, I'm very impressed with what, even if it's all digitally done and AI enhanced and all this other stuff, it's still impressive what this camera can do. But let's also not forget that the feature that's coming out in December, which is the video boost mode. So like right now what I'm recording, it would send it into Google's cloud, and Google's cloud will frame by frame fix everything to actually do what they do with their photos, but apply it to videos. It should make a huge difference in the quality. There's no way that I can really gauge that now, because it's just not a feature that's available. Now, another thing that I wanted to point out that you can also do with the watch while using the rear camera is you can also take advantage of switching the lens and switching the focal point. So right now it's just at 1 time, but if I wanted to widen it out, I'm now at 0.5, and I was able to just do that from the watch. I don't have to flip the screen around. It's very quick, and you have all of that control right there on the watch itself. Again, this isn't, specific to Google. I know the Apple Watch can do these things, and I know the original Pixel Watch can do the same thing. But matching it with the quality of the Pixel 8 and the Pixel 8 Pro, again, I think Google is finding its sweet spot, and it's definitely a contender as basically one of the top phones out there. So what do you guys think of the quality? Do you think that the Pixel has a really good video? Do you think that it's catching up with the iPhone? Do you think that it is a contender in the market? I mean, it is a flooded market, but there's only a few that can do video quality really well. Where Pixel's always been known for what they can do for their photos, they haven't always been known for what they can do with video. And I think they're finally catching up. And again, there's still features we haven't seen yet. So right now we can only talk about what's available. And even at that, I still think it's something to get excited about. But guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.